So who is you?
I am CEO Tone. Used to be known as Tone Mac because I started off as a rapper. I own Mac Music Group. I own All About Growth, which we do for media, production, all those type of things. And I also own the clothing and apparel line called Hood Luxury Brand.
What about you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Laik. Creatress Laik. I'm an artist. I'm a music artist. I started music artistry seriously like a couple years ago. What else do I do? I'm a model. Jack of all trades. I have a little business. I'm a fur mom too.
Okay. Yeah.
A fur mom?
A fur mom.
Like animals.
Three cats and a dog.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You.
I hear people talking about plant moms and plant dads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your babies, my babies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a real dad. I got 3 kids.
Hell no. Okay. Starting with Tone.
What's up?
What made you wanted to step into the route of entrepreneurship and creating your business from the ground up?
I got really inspired by one of my favorite rappers, Nipsey Hussle. And I just saw how he did everything on his own, 100% ownership of everything. Started from the ground, didn't care how long it took, and that's why I've been going so long. I started in 2014 as a rapper or whatever, and I created the label eventually. I done had my label name changed at least 3 times because of former artists dragging it through the mud and things like that and giving us a bad name. So I just continue to keep going, and I finally created something that really works. So
It is. It's working.
it's definitely working.
Definitely. You building some. You building a platform because it's a lot of talented artists. Like, and I don't really say that often because some of the people out here be trash as hell. You feel me?
All the time.
And I would let that shit be known. But but yeah, you definitely are. You bringing some real nice people together, and I'm excited to be a part of it actually, and see like to see the growth. Not no pun intended. You feel me? But for sure. But definitely see the growth of each individual, and also you as to how many more elements you can put into your brand and build so that more people are aware of what you got going on. Yeah, for sure. Laik girl, how you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
I love it. The outfit is cute. The vibes is nice. So tell me a little bit about your music. Like, what got you into music? Did you learn how to sing? Was it something that you were blessed with? What's the story behind that?
So I feel like it is a gift. I grew up in church singing with my grandma, and then after we moved, I kind of got away from it. I would freestyle a little bit on my own in my car. Like I would have like little smoke sessions with myself, and like freestyle and just let whatever out. I would write poetry, everything like that. Did this for when I was 10 going up, and grandma was like, no, you need to be something, like everybody needs like a doctor or something. But
Right.
lo and behold, people need musicians,
They
people
do.
need artists. So I started taking it seriously back in 2023 because I didn't think that I could be an artist. I was like, well, I need to be a doctor, I'm supposed to be doing this, grandma said to do this. And now that I see my potential, I'm coming together with others, and then they're very inspiring. So it's like, that inspires me to tap into my creativity, which I know I have a voice. I have a lot of different things, you know, like I want to start rapping and doing like Latina,
Girl,
you know.
do it.
So yeah, I love music. It's a really great outlet for me. Like, it's a lot that goes on in this world. So everybody has to find their niche. I think for me, that's mine.
Oh, it definitely is. We need art. Art is expressive, like especially just being from like our descent of people. Like in order for them to spread the news or messages or whatever, you know, they would braid roadmaps into hair, into, you know, just using many different ways to express everything. You feel me? And without that, where would we be? Like art plays a huge role in life overall. And because both of y'all did music, like this question is to both of y'all. Do you remember the first song you ever written or performed? And then what was like your mindset while doing it?
Yeah, I remember the first song I wrote, performed, it was all the same thing. My mindset at the time, I was living a different life then. I was like heavy gang banging drug dealer.
Oh shit.
So it was a totally different thing. So It was called Party Up. I kind of took from DMX.
Okay.
And made it Party Up, but it was a totally different vibe. It was literally in the drill scene for real. So, and when I first performed it, I saw how the crowd reacted. I was like, oh shit, I need to just keep going with it like this. So I did, and you know, but after a while, I was like, I'm getting older. I can't talk about this shit. Let me go ahead and do something else. You know? And chill. The music just, it definitely gave me excitement. I could definitely say that. It definitely gave me excitement. It was like, I could see now how, like she said, music moves people. And so I was like, I'm going to stay in this business somehow, some way, even if I'm not rapping.
Right. So my first song, I do remember it vaguely. It was back when I think I was like 12, I think, when I made it, but I never performed it. But my first ever song that I actually wrote and recorded and performed was ELM. And when I was so nervous when I performed it, even though I grew up performing. But then as soon as I got on the stage, like you said, the people were rocking with it. Like I loosened up. I was like, I could do this forever, and like I just love it now. Like it just kind of sparked some type of you know. And the people were just like, they heard the words. Like I said, something like fake friends, we all had them. Everyone was like, oh, I remember that. So they're relating to the, you know.
Definitely. What was a pivotal moment for you, Tone, that was like, you stepped into music and it was just like, yeah, this is something I could definitely do?
Well, most people don't know this because I don't tell them, but like, I had got when they was giving out artist development deals, I got one from Def Jam. So I can honestly say I got signed to Def Jam. And that's when I was really like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'm gonna do it, but I know what I'm doing. So that was really, that was a real sort of solidified pivotal moment where I was like, okay, music is gonna be it for me. Because the same guy that discovered Jeezy is the one who offered it to me. So I was like, oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing for sure. So that's when I knew, like, all right, music gonna be a part of my life now. Whatever capacity it is, it's gonna be in my life now.
For sure. What's one of your best songs you think you got? And can people find it if they look for it?
You can see it. My music everywhere. I just don't. I'm done with it. I mean, now because with this new deal that we just got, this partnership we just got, I have to provide a project.
True.
That's a part of the deal. So, but my favorite song that I've ever done, it would have to be. It's called Bang with I don't know if anybody ever heard. Probably had Mikey Dollars. He's from Chicago.
Is that familiar?
Yes, it's the Dollars.
Mikey Dollars. So yeah, we grew up together, so that's why we got a song together. But it's called Bang. That's probably my favorite one. Other people would disagree because I'm always arguing with people. That's my favorite. Anybody, y'all can see that. Y'all can find that anywhere. It's everywhere.
What's yours over there?
Taurus.
Oh, okay. I'll be arguing with everybody. Yeah, I understand. I'm a Leo. Tauruses and Leos.
Oh yeah.
I am now.
You stubborn.
But I love them. You know.
I can't even admit Taurus is stubborn. I'm stubborn as hell. So.
I'm not one, but she's very emotional.
That's
very, yeah.
That's it.
They don't show it.
No, she shows it.
Once I'm mad,
she's comfortable with you.
No, once I'm angry, you gonna see it.
Oh, definitely.
That's how my previous person was. Like, he's mad, you see all that. Other than that, he ain't gonna show it.
As far as your music, what genre would you place yourself in?
That's such a great question. I was actually working on a song with one of my friends the other day. He was like, you gotta think of where you're going. Like, what do you want? And then we were trying to narrow it down because I it's like I want to fall into the neo-soul category. I want to fall into the R&B, but my sound isn't as or I guess, I don't know. I don't feel like my sound is as R&B as other R&B, so I feel like it's like neo-soul, a little bit of pop, a little bit of alternative, I feel like, but mostly neo-soul. And I think also I probably would call it alternative R&B, if it falls into that category. But
okay, I like that placement. I see that.
Yeah, it's a nice way to, I guess, categorize it if you were to categorize it.
Yeah, it is. what's the like? What do you believe like your main purpose with your music is to do?
I feel like there's two. One, to share the message to make people feel like they're not alone. Like, I've been through a lot of things, and a lot of people can relate because they've also been through that. I want people to see that they're seen, that they're not the only ones, and that if I can do it, you can do it too. And also, the other purpose is to heal. To heal. I'm a healer, naturally a healer, so I want my sound to get to people so that way they can feel healed, soothing. Like, a lot of people have told me, like, your music does something to my soul, and I'm like, that's what it's supposed to do. Like, you should feel your heart mending when you're listening to my music.
I like that word choice. Definitely, girl. Yeah.
I'm a psychology major too, so you know.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yep.
Tom, what's some advice you'll give to like upcoming new artists that are just stepping into the game? Like, there's a lot of different influences of rap, and you know, like younger people look up to that. So, for them coming into the game, what would be something that you would tell them as far as like making sure their sound is not like everybody else?
Being yourself is not corny. Just be yourself. If you like to do party music, do party music. If you like to do the, you know, quirky type of rap, like, you know, like just talking real funny stuff, do that. Like, I think it's so hard for people to stay true to themselves, even when it comes to music, which is why we get so many people sounding the same. It's like, I know so many guys that's rapping right now that's talking about popping this, shooting that, and I know you in real life, and I know you ain't gonna do it.
Ain't never did.
Right.
Ain't never did. You're not gonna do it. You live at home with your parents.
In the basement.
In the
Read the
basement.
Bible, like.
Game, streaming on the game. Like, that's shooting. Like, just then rap about that. Rap about streaming on the game. There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
Those probably the only dudes they ever shoot is on the game.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's fine. Like, that's something different. That's not what's out here right now. And I think that would be the key that I would tell anybody coming in the game. Like, whatever it is that you like, do that. Don't fall into the trend, because that's what everybody does. Everybody is trendy as hell. We cannot be. That's why all my artists are not the same.
Exactly.
All different.
They're all different.
Yeah. It's a nice mixture. For sure. So, just based off of you stating that, you as someone who's been invested in music for a very, very long time, where on the timeline do you or can you see the evolution of music getting back to storytelling?
It's starting now. It's definitely starting now. Can it really conquer again? I think it can. Even another year or two, because everybody's starting the whole drill, all that type of music is kind of starting to fade. It's kind of starting to fade. You still have every now and then certain people, but that's because they've been doing it for so long.
Right.
But you see it more and more now, like people are starting to do storytelling, whether they're doing it one way or another. They're doing storytelling now, and I think it'll be like very popular within the next year or 2, 3 years tops.
I think so.
You know, it's gonna be going. We're gonna get more people like the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, you know, those type of guys. So,
They out there, they just underground.
To piggyback off of what you're saying too, I think it's like a spiritual era too. You know,
Exactly,
everybody's waking up.
Everybody's
I guess you
waking
can
up.
see.
Finally.
Right.
You know, it's been going on for forever, but you know,
It took a couple.
it's starting to get in the spotlight, let's say. Because of social media, thank God.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse, but you know, because of that, now these type of people that do this type of music can start being seen more. And it's touching everybody because everybody's so into mental health and stuff now. So now when you hear these type of stories, and a lot of people can relate to them, and they're like, oh, let me listen to more of what he got to say.
Yeah.
Or she got to say. So 3 years it'll be on top.
All right. So you bringing up mental health. Okay. Music is very therapeutic. It's very therapeutic for the soul. So when people speak about mental health and they may hear it in songs and stuff like that, do you think people are actively working on their mental health or just using music as a bandage? And that's a question to both of them.
I was about to say, I think it's a bandage for a lot of people. I think a lot of people, and I say that because a lot of different people who are like suppressing their feelings, they say it to me like, oh, I don't need therapy. Art is my therapy. Music is my therapy, which it can be, but you have to work through that trauma. Everybody's traumatized, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to work through that trauma in order to fully receive that healing and be on track with your mental health. You're just numbing things. You're just deflecting at this point. All of that is still there. And you're like, art is not therapy, blah, blah, blah. You're still cussing people out. You're still talking to yourself negatively. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like you said, I agree it's a bandage because even with me, when I was using music as therapy, it was just, I think for me, it was just a way to get my anger out. I had to actually, because me actually having a therapist before, they give you actual tools to deal with the mental health. You know, music just lets you release it. But you need to actually talk to someone to actually get the tools, you know how to handle certain situations, to be able to respond to people the correct way and things like that. And I think they are just using music as a bandage and as a crutch. And you really need to tap into that. It's very, very fascinating. Like, I've dealt with mental health and trauma, and I even got diagnosed as with depression at a young age, at 11. You know, it was right after my father died. I mean, I was depressed, but I feel like I just needed somebody to talk to. That's all it was. So, you know,
everybody need a hug every now and then.
That guidance, validation.
And back then, people didn't really know what it was. Even your parents or whatever, they didn't know what it was. My mother didn't know what it was, so her first thought was to send me to a specialist. She sent me to Heart Grove Hospital.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm in there with people that bark.
What?
Just cussing people out, and I'm looking like, I'm just mad. My daddy won. That's it. Like, I'm upset. You know, I don't need to be here, but I'm glad it's on the forefront now. People are actually taking it serious.
I actually have a therapist too, and I'm actually going back to school in August to become a licensed mental health counselor. So I actually want to be a therapist. So by you saying that, I'm glad. I'm glad you said, because I'm just so happy everyone's.
Yeah, it's about time. Like, it's been fucked up like that for years though. Like, it's like, even, and you can kind of date everything back to slavery to some certain extent, because slavery is more than just like you getting put in bondage and chains and physically. You feel me? Like, that's a mental thing too.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, it's good that everybody's like waking up and wanting to free themselves mentally at the same time, but it's like, why did it have to take so long? Like, what bomb had to go off to be like, okay, let me like finally wake up? And it's like, when that detrimental thing happens where it's like all hell breaks loose, now it's like, okay, let me change my ways. It's like, you can still change them when things are going good, because you never know what come from left, what come from the right. You feel me? So
you know, people in general don't push the button on them until something tragic happens.
Exactly.
Just sit there and
it'd be crazy. So with you still being in the music game, what are some like pieces of antidote you're gonna put within the industry?
Good question. Something I always said about the brand, we need to be non-traditional. We're not the typical, we're not traditional. So even how I constructed, you know, contracts and things like that is not the same as everybody else is used to.
Right.
You know, most labels and groups, they want a higher percentage. I take the lowest, because the point is my point of my brand, label and everything is to teach you how to be your own boss as well. So if you notice, even with all the artists and even yourself, you're a part of the brand, but you got some else going on outside of it. And you see I help whatever I can. Everybody will do it. It's either you're all about this or that's it. No, I want to be like oh, she came from my tree, but look what she got going on.
Right.
I helped her. I showed her this and that. And I'm proud of this. That's what I wanted to be. That's something that just, for me being in the music game so long, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen at all. So, all y'all, we gonna all be bosses.
We already are.
We already are. We gonna be millionaires. So trust me.
For sure.
Trust me.
I'll be trying to tell people
I don't want to get signed right now.
well, that's on
Hey,
you.
let them
we
do
don't
what
even
they
have to go
do.
there because I know you're talking about. We don't even have to go there. I just left it alone.
I'm so good.
Like you don't even know the aesthetic of how I set it up. You're just thinking, oh, I'm signing up. No, it's not the same thing.
We're going to have to talk about that later, too.
It's okay.
I don't even
It's
talk
all
to that
good.
person.
I'm not pressuring nobody.
Nope.
Just sign.
You do you, baby.
Hey, we good over here.
Right.
And I don't even mention the partnership because I want you to just understand what I'm setting up for you.
Exactly.
And you want to sign or join the team off that.
Right.
And then once you join the team off that, oh, well, look.
Now
this
it's
what we
more.
got.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Everybody want everything up front, like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta work.
It don't
You gotta
work. You gotta work for
it.
that.
Instant gratification. And
And
even
that's-
if it did, it's gonna be taken away that quick.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's my thing also. Like I'm teaching you gotta work. Even though I got your back. I'm trying to show you gotta work for it. So,
You feel
you
me?
gotta get it.
You can't be blessed by sitting on your ass.
But I didn't get to this point now by a handout.
Right.
I didn't at all. It's my connections with people, me constantly going, even though I was on and off for years, but I just kept going. And now I'm here. You gotta work.
Got
At the
to.
end of the day, you gotta work.
That's the biggest thing.
People
don't wanna work for nothing
What
no
he said, 8 Mile free comes with a dick up your ass.
True.
That is real. That is so real.
So, nothing free.
You don't want nothing at all.
Nothing.
Yeah, no. So being a part of the group, how do you feel? How do you feel being a part of this organization is going to help you go forward? Like where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 years by working with us?
I actually feel like it's an amazing opportunity. Like when he messaged me, it just seemed like it came at such divine timing. I feel like in the next few years, I'm gonna have my music on different platforms. I'm gonna have shirts. I'm gonna have merchandise. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, we're dropping a single in a couple weeks. So like, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna excel as an artist, like extremely. Like last year, I was going to shows performing the same 1-2 songs, and now I feel like I have a team who's helping me besides you, Rec. Everybody's kind of tapping in and helping me out. When I ask questions, y'all not leaving me to fend for myself. Yes, I have to do it on my own, but it's here, try this, here, come with me, let me show you this. It's like I actually feel a part of a family. I actually feel like we're all gonna excel, and y'all gonna help me, I'm gonna help y'all. However it goes, I just feel like it was a really great, it was just divine. I feel like I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It's a very pivotal point in my music career, I feel like.
For sure. Have you ever envisioned being a part of something like this or no?
Never. I thought I was going to be alone forever.
Really? She said.
I thought, for real? No, I really didn't think that. I thought that I was going to have to research, figure everything out. Because a lot of artists out there are really gatekeepers. They really are. So like if I ask somebody, people are like, oh yeah, I got you, and they don't respond, or they're like, oh, just Google it, and I'm like, okay, babe. Like, okay, I see you. So
Yeah.
They only do that when you're 3.
I'm learning that.
I learned
That's
that.
what
It's
inspires
crazy.
me now. I'm like, oh, you got competition. Like, okay.
Cause they see something that they don't got. You feel me? Or they see something that they're scared to use because they scared of outside judgment. And it's like, why? Whole time I'm not even in competition with you. I'm in competition with myself.
Right, it's me versus me in the mirror. I'm telling myself, you got this, girl. Like,
People just be.
you could do it.
That's
You
the
can't be
music.
jealous.
That's the entertainment period.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I was scared. I was like, I'm glad I got people because they are wolves.
They will try to eat you every piece they can
Yes.
if you don't got nobody with you.
Oh yeah. That was last year. That's why I'm like, we kind of briefly talked about that. People was trying to take advantage. And I'm like, I'm not, I have morals. Like, I'm not trying to, I don't want to do that.
For sure. So, a question for both of y'all to wrap up the conversation. With everything you're doing now, aside from outside work, the organizations and businesses that y'all have with y'all right now, do you see this as your passion, or is it something that you just do because it's fun?
This is my passion. I've tried to do other things, but this is my passion. And that's why I put, media, photography, music, clothing. They all go away in one. So it's like, why not just tap in all of them?
Definitely.
I think for me it's the same thing. It's my passion. Like, I really do want to be a therapist, but I feel like that's my backup plan. But I don't need a backup plan because I'm gonna make it. The music is where it's at. I like being in front of the camera. I like getting dressed up. It don't matter. I could go to the grocery store and I'm gonna look like a superstar just because I just like to feel good. I like to express myself. Music is one of my favorite ways of expressing. So that's my life. And then also, because my grandma tells me you should focus on this and that, you need to leave that entertainment alone. It makes me even want to go out because it's like, you don't believe in me? Watch.
Yeah.
It's my passion. We got the perfect people for the team because we're all, this is what we want to do.
For sure. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's about to be a fun summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very, very fun summer.
I'm excited. Like.
So what's going on at AAG? What's the upcoming events for the people to know?
Yep, so July 12th, I'm not talking about it. Y'all, but July 12th, we're going to have a listening party. So every artist, all artists will be there. We're going to have a listening party. Tell the ladies, I just closed on my space.
Yay!
I just closed on our space. It's in our office. It's in our Fulton Market area.
Okay.
Now I'm looking for another actual like production place, which you got 3 options. I'm probably gonna close on that next one.
Okay.
So yeah, the listening party July 12th. We got the fashion show September 19th.
Yeah, so either 19th or 18th.
September 19th.
Fashion show. Can I walk in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we just got everybody coming out. T-Buck just dropped. Short and Dark. There's a video out.
I'm outside, short dark.
I love that.
Audio everywhere. It'll be dropping 2 weeks. Save Myself.
Yes.
And she's gonna shoot the video as well.
Okay.
Greg McGee dropped July 4th. It's called Get In There.
All right.
Oh, we actually working on some songs today too.
Yeah. And then, I don't have a release date for mine yet, but it's already recorded. It's called Pay the Fool.
Okay. I like
It's
that.
dropping July as well.
Okay.
July, so y'all just gonna get tired of seeing us, honestly.
No.
Some people, the ones that is in competition,
Yeah.
they get tired of seeing us.
Well, we ain't even gonna see you.
Right.
That's the
Right.
thing.
We focused on
We
that.
focus on us, so yeah. That's a lot coming. It's a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
What about for you, girl?
Well, like he was saying, I'm gonna drop Save Myself in a couple weeks. We're gonna do a music video out here somewhere. I think I want to do Millennial Station. It's a couple of shows. I'm always getting asked to like do shows, but I don't really get a lot of incentives, so I want to like talk and congregate with the gang. Like, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, that's it. And then you guys put an idea in my head about merch, so I think I'm gonna start working on that too. Just starting on new songs because I want to drop an EP soon. I want to drop it by my birthday. I gotta rework some beats and stuff like that. Birthday is in August, by the way, so 2 months. 2 months.
Right. Greg McGee and T-Buck will be performing June 29th.
Oh really?
Where at?
June 29th at the SoFi Stadium. I hope I said it. It's on 23rd and through. So over there by Rush Hospital.
Oh, dang, for real?
Yeah, June 29th.
Okay, just send me the.
Yeah.
I don't know where none of this stuff is, but I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
They both perform, so yeah.
Okay, good. Well, thank y'all for this conversation. This was fire.
It was. Thank you.